Today, I want to talk about NDAs. Even though I'm not supposed to. Get it?
Every moment is a teachable moment.
Hey guys, have you ever had to sign an NDA? Do you know what an NDA is? Well, first of all, quick definition, non-disclosure agreement. Typically, we're given NDAs when we submit our auditions, and those NDAs are very, very important. You need to make sure that you respect and understand the NDA, and understand that an NDA is usually constructed so that a company can protect its product that's, going to be coming out. So you certainly, if you had a company and you were developing this awesome secret product, like a video game or an animation or, whatever it might be, a new product that you're going to launch in a commercial, you don't want to have people talking about it before it's been released, because that could ruin your brand. It could ruin the launch of your product, of which, you as a voice actor, you don't really have any obligation or ownership of that company's product to actually talk about it before it's been launched. It's important that you pay attention to NDAs and, of course, sign them when they are asked of you. And gosh, it's really, really important to honor the NDA. That means no going on social media and saying, oh, I just did an audition with this company, or I just did this awesome audition. You want to hear it? I did a quick video. None of that stuff can be put online or talked about with anyone, because that could really cause damage to a brand. When you get an NDA, make sure you take a look at it. I know a lot of times people are just, well, I guess I'll sign it. They don't look at the fine print to see what's entailed in the NDA. So here's something to be mindful of. Every time you sign a contract, and this should be no different than your usage contracts when you get a gig, make sure you're checking out what is speculated in the contract, what you can, if you can say anything, or what are the terms of that contract, and then sign it if you agree with it. If you do not agree with it, obviously, don't sign it. But I also wouldn't take the chance on talking about it, even if you don't sign it, because there's a lot of ways that can be traced back to you. Again, if you had a company and you had a great new product that you were about ready to launch, and you wanted to hire a voiceover to talk about that product, or have, be the voice of your brand, to do a commercial, to do a YouTube video, whatever it might be, you certainly don't want to be that person that is, bragging on social media saying, hey, look what I just did, and then losing the job. As a matter of fact, I know quite a few examples where talent have been on social media and have talked about, oh, I just did this great audition for Disney, or I just did this great audition for this, or hey, check out my audition, and they've actually, created a video, or they've spoken about it in any form or fashion and actually completely got taken off the job and fired. So you really have to pay attention to NDAs. And also, I want you to think about any job that you do an audition for. I don't really think you should be talking about it online. You certainly don't want to betray the trust of your client, and you don't want to be that person that is known for getting fired for bragging or speaking about things too soon. If you have an NDA, honor it. And that means honor it by reading it, by signing it, and then really following it by not talking about it to anyone. Even if you're tempted to talk about it to your best friend, I think it's better to err on the side of just not saying anything at all. And then ultimately, when you win that gig and it's released, guess what? You can stand on the rooftops, stand on the mountaintops, and shout out to the world your amazing accomplishments. Remember, be respectful and mind those NDAs. If you'd like to watch more videos on how to run your VO business, check out my videos here. Thanks so much for joining me this week. See you next week.